as a person, you know what I mean? A lot of people think you just up and just decide to lift, and you got people that's inconsistent and all that stuff in this profession and in performance training period, or in sports. It has to be year-round. It has to be consistent. You know, I mean, you can't expect to put a little bit in and expect a lot out. That's one thing that you won't get from this. That's one thing you won't get, you know, being a trainer. That's one thing you won't get being a fitness trainer. You know, and that's what I run into a lot with people like, oh, you're a personal trainer. You know, no, I offer personal training. You know, to adults and kids or whatever, I offer personal training. That's just one of the many things that I'm knowledgeable in, but my number one thing is performance training. And I've been blessed to, you know, network and become real good friends with, you know, my mentor. You know, I always give praises to him. I'm pretty sure everybody's tired of hearing about him, but, you know, I mean, that's just one of my things. Like, you never forget where you came from. What I'm creating is, you know, I want to be involved with the community. So, you know, if I'm just a personal trainer, I wouldn't be concerned with what goes on in Sarasota, Bradenton, Palmetto, or Manatee County. Because I feel what I offer is more than just training. I'm here to motivate. You know, that's the main reason I moved home. I'm here to motivate. I was just like any of these other kids, running around, trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with my life, running around, trying to be the best at football, playing at the Ringland Redskins field, playing baseball, you know, at the Newtown Center and over at Torch Street, Twin Lakes, all that. I played on all those fields. I mean, I'm a hometown kid and I love my city. I'm here to do more than personal training. I'm here, you know, to teach kids right from wrong, to teach kids to be better, not only be better than their parents, but be better than me. You know, I mean, I'm just not one of those type of people who will try to steer a kid the way I would want them to go. You know, I want that kid to have the confidence to go in whatever direction they want to go in, as long as it's positive, of course. You know, strive to be better. I admire, you know, facilities like IMG. I admire a facility like that, to where they started at to where they're at now. I mean, I don't, you know, so when someone says, oh, he's a personal trainer, no, I'm on a whole nother level. And this is what people don't understand. This is not a quick fix. Training is not a quick fix, especially when you're trying to be an elite athlete. It's around the clock, around the hour. You know, when you're not studying or eating or whatever, this or whatever, you need to be doing something that's related to what you plan on being great in. You know what I mean? And that's what it takes. You know, I can go through my life, you know, just like when I was trying to make a push to become a, you know, NFL player or whatever. I have no regrets whatsoever. I know I did everything in my power, and I know Rod Miller ran fast enough. I know I was strong enough, and I know I did everything on my end to do my best to be seen. My first training session, I don't think to this day, I don't think I've ever experienced something so hard in my life, besides, you know, injuring my cervical and thoracic region of my back during football or whatever. But that was one of the hardest things I've ever done. I actually threw up 3 times during that training session. Very intense training session, you know, and it just wasn't me. I mean, it was you know, guys like Brian McFadden, Leroy Smith. He trained with Dave, Florida State players. You know what I mean? Profonso Thorpe was another guy that we used to always train with. Greg Jones, we hit the stadiums with him. You know, so I can name drop all day. You know what I mean? But you know, it's really, with my training, what I provide is what I can do for the people in my community, and what I can do for this young lady or this young man, it's really not about who I've trained and this person I work with, this, that, or whatever. It's about how am I going to develop your kid or develop you in becoming someone better physically and mentally, you know, because it's, you know, it's a mental thing also. It takes a dedicated person to get up very early in the morning or to come and work out here after a long day of work. You know what I mean? It takes a dedicated and motivated person to believe in your product. Ultimately, it's going to take you also to believe in it and stay consistent, and that's the key to reaching your own personal goal. I train fitness clients, athletes, amateur, pro, and I'm knowledgeable on developing kids, you know, so that's something that's really not offered in this area. So I think that's what makes me very different. I mean, I'm telling kids, male or female, to be a better student athlete than I've ever been. You know, that's you know, great for me to sit back and see a kid grow up and develop and then reach a level that was higher than mine. What I'm creating is a team that offers massage, a team that offers, you know, physical therapy, a team that offers active isolated stretching, which is very beneficial to my athletes. What motivated Rod, I was one of those kids, man. I was a self-motivated person. I always loved for someone to doubt me. I always loved for someone to say I couldn't do something or say this person was better than me and all this other stuff, because I was that guy that looked them in the face. I was that guy to say, okay, line up and show me. Until you get in here, until you dedicate yourself to my product and the way we do things in here, and you stay consistent, then you see it for yourself.